said we did not sin in the loins of Adam, right?
Adam never existed.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Adam never existed?
No, he didn't.
There was no such person named Adam?
No, there was not. Paul knew that.
Who's the first man?
Paul doesn't answer that question.
So the whole Adam, Eve, Genesis, garden, that never happened?
The first 11 chapters of Genesis are written in the same genre of literature as epic tales, sagas, myths, and legends.
Oh. How you doing? Have you read this?
Yes, I have.
Nice. You have read the Quran itself?
Yes.
All right. So take it. How do you? What do you know about Islam? Now you've read a lot. I see.
No, I haven't read a lot, but I know a little bit.
Right. So we believe in one Creator, right? The one that sent Moses and Abraham and Jesus and Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon all of them.
No.
You didn't know that?
He said, do I believe that?
No, we believe that, I was saying.
You believe it?
Yeah. So do you believe in a creator?
Yes.
Excellent, okay. Do you believe that creator is one?
Yes.
You weren't too sure on that one.
Well, in the Hebrew, it's plural. The issue is a little bit complicated.
Sure.
But generally speaking, most people would say yes, and that Elohim was
Plural in the sense of a majestic plural or more than one?
he was a single individual.
A single creator, right? Like, hear, O Israel, your Lord is one, right?
Yeah.
So one, okay. Do you believe that creator sent us prophets and guidance and messengers?
I believe he did.
Excellent, okay, good. So we're
When we say us, I mean
humans,
he sent them to the Hebrew people.
not to other people?
No.
So other people were just gonna go to hell, or?
Well, that's up to God to decide. But
So you believe that God?
Except the Hebrew people, even Jesus,
Okay.
follow that tradition. Although he did make a break from it and talk to a Syrophoenician woman.
So
But
before the time of Jesus, if you were not Hebrew, God did not send you guidance or prophets?
well, the Apostle Paul says he did. He says the heavens themselves declare the glory of God, but people choose to rebel against the God that the heavens declare. So yes, he said the stars, established the stars.
But not prophets.
No, they were not necessary.
Gotcha. So people would believe in God just by looking at the stars?
A lot of people did. As a matter of fact, most people do.
But the Jews, the Hebrew people, they got actual prophets, like people to guide them and give them the laws.
In specifics.
Right? But other people wouldn't get laws and things? Like, let's say you were in Africa, you were not around the Hebrew people, would you not have the laws of God then?
They had their own beliefs. Where their beliefs came from, we have no way of knowing.
Gotcha, but not from God.
We don't know.
So did God send prophets to other people or no?
These people are not reading and write, so we have no
Well, some of them could read and write, right? Like, there are other languages that were developed before. I mean, in Africa, in China, there were different languages, right? They could read and write.
Yes, they could.
Okay, yeah. So in Islam, we believe that Allah sent a prophet to every nation.
Yes, I know you believe that.
Okay, but you don't believe that.
No, I don't.
Okay, so the prophets were only sent to the people of Israel.
Yeah.
Is that your belief?
Well, not the people of Israel. There was no Israel in the early days.
The Israelites, Hebrew people,
Ancient Semites.
ancient Semites.
Yes.
But Arabs would also be Semitic people, right?
Yes, they were.
So Arabs got prophets?
Not directly.
They didn't.
Not directly. As far as we know, I mean,
All right.
we're talking about a time in history.
I'm just talking about your
In the
belief.
Middle East, it was very little literature.
All right.
So
And then-
we really don't know.
Okay. And then, I mean, you're definitely well read. You're a pastor or a preacher, or you
I was.
All right, cool. So the Bible is where you base a lot of your beliefs in, I'm assuming?
So I got distracted.
The Bible is where you base a lot of your beliefs in, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Right? So the Bible, is it the words of God?
Well, it depends what a person means by that. I believe that the Bible is inspired, but I also believe that the man who wrote it show through. That is, the personalities and the cultural beliefs, to a very substantial extent, show through.
Okay. So that means it's not the words of God, but maybe inspired?
Well, the Bible doesn't answer the question.
Sorry?
The Bible doesn't tell us to answer that question.
No, I'm just asking your belief. Do you believe the Bible is the words of God? Like actual, literal words of God?
No, I don't.
Okay, they're the words of people.
They are people through whom God chose to reveal himself, in the manner that he chose to do it.
Okay, so the accounts in the Bible, are they 100% perfect from God like the Quran? Or are they the accounts of people that can have contradictions and mistakes and things?
I don't believe there's anything perfect about the Quran. I believe it's poor quality literature.
Excellent.
I believe it was
What,
written
can you show me a single contradiction?
I said poor quality literature.
How is it poor quality literature? I mean, the Quran in Arabic was sent and was challenged to all of the poets to be able to respond to it, and none were able to.
The Old Testament is studied all over the world.
The Quran is studied all over the world.
Wait. That's literature.
Sure.
For the sake of literature. Nothing
Yep.
to do Judaism, nothing to do Christianity,
Gotcha.
nothing to do religion.
Excellent.
It's studied as literature, but the Quran is not.
It is.
No, it isn't.
It is. Let me explain it to you. For example, when you study Arabic grammar, right? Nahu and sarf and Arabic sentence structure, we talk about Arab, all of that, even non-Muslims, Christians, atheists, study the Quran as the ultimate authority in Arabic grammar, literature. If you didn't know that, it's okay. We can learn.
I don't know that. I don't believe it.
All right. What if I send you university syllabuses from Western universities that study the Quran for Arabic literature? Would you then believe it?
Okay. Even if that's true,
All right.
the Bible was studied
Sure.
to learn English grammar.
The
That's
Bible was studied to learn
Well,
English
the Old
grammar?
Testament, yes, it was a lot.
Really? Where?
All over the United States. Most
I've
are the
never heard.
farmers that
So
have
I mean, let's talk about that, right? So if you talk about the Bible, the original writings are in what language?
Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek.
Okay, I mean, talking about New Testament, right?
Yes, I'll go back.
The New Testament are mostly in
You didn't
Koine
understand what I
Greek.
said about literature.
Okay.
When I say studied in literature, I don't mean as grammar. I mean as art.
As art.
Yes.
The Bible was studied as art.
Shakespeare is studied
Sure, it
for
is.
the quality of its literature.
Okay. So let me.
The Old Testament is too.
Yeah.
Parts of the New Testament are. That's not true of the Quran.
That is very true of the Quran. Have you looked into that? I mean, have you looked at the courses taught about what's called balagha? Do you know what balagha is?
No.
All right. So balagha is the eloquence of speech in Arabic language, like how beautifully something is stated. Non-Muslim Arabs and non-Arabs that study Arabic balagha take the Quran as the ultimate authority. Right?
This is not authority. I'm talking about art.
Art. I'm talking about the beauty of the language, right? There are entire courses taught, and I would love to, if you give me your email, I'll send you links to Western universities with non-Muslim teachers that talk about the art of the wording, the beauty, the balagha, the tashbih and tamthil from the Quran as it is taught, to look at the beauty of the language. But that's not really the point. The point in the end being, is there anything that contradicts itself in the Quran?
It is so contradictory in the Quran.
Yes, that's the question.
Contradictoriality, but not itself.
I'm sorry? Okay. So if I,
Non-contradictoriality, but doesn't
since you were a preacher and you know the Bible well, let me ask you about some biblical verses, right? For example, if we look at Ahaziah, he was 22 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem.
So,
Same person, Isaiah, was 42 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem.
there are a lot of people who explain away those.
So I'd love to hear your explanation.
Well, on the internet, you can find them.
All of those were basically saying that these are contradictions because of copyist errors.
There are many Bible scholars who say there aren't contradictions, and they explain them away.
So tell me, you're a preacher.
You understand? They explain them away. In other words, they use their imagination.
Their imagination. Okay, I gotcha. So they kind of make up an explanation that doesn't
Yes.
exist. Okay, I agree with you. We're on the same page.
Yes.
But you're not one of those, right?
Absolutely not.
Good.
I
So
believe in
you
honesty
believe
with
there,
the Bible.
and the honesty is that there's a clear numeric contradiction there,
Yes.
right?
Well,
Good.
it appears to be.
All right, let's do some more.
That may not be, that specific example may not be an applicant contradiction. I don't know the context, but I know that
Sure.
I admit that there's many places like that in the Bible.
Excellent. So you do admit that there are clear numeric contradictions, which probably would be either copyist errors or people's opinions. We're not going to make up some weird explanation because you're an honest man.
There are
I
also
like that.
name contradictions.
There are names. Good job. You are great job there, guy.
Well,
I appreciate that you're a pastor or preacher, but you're honest enough to admit that.